Hey, how's it going? This is Lesly from Ethereal Aeons Activation. Today, we're going to have a quick video. I wanted to follow up on my lecture that I have posted up here on my channel. Previous to this video, I have a part 1 and a part 2 where we talked about sacred animism. We spoke about elemental magic and nature spirits. So I wanted to clarify a couple things. I wanted to set the record straight when it comes to my channel and my truth. So first and foremost, just because something is an entity does not mean it's evil. What it means by definition, an entity is something that exists as a particular and discrete unit that displays some sort of sentience, consciousness, that has self-awareness, basically. That is what an entity is. So when I had my lecture out, I talked a lot about the nature spirits and the different types of entities you can find in the organic realm. That's not saying they're all going to be pleasant or they're all benevolent, but it's not because you hear the word entity, immediately go off and think that it's maleficent. And I'll tell you why. So to be an entity is to be sentient of your functions, to have awareness. Many are surprised to learn that the reality carries this within its very essence. So our reality is not just humans. If you're still thinking everything is just a human being or some sort of evil interdimensional, you are lost in the propaganda. That is all I will say. There are so many more levels to it than just that. You have to stop thinking black and white. You will never up level your magic this way. You will never understand your own power this way, and you will get stuck in the Maya because you will be thinking if you go beyond the Maya and you start traveling, whether it's astral traveling, shamanic trances and journeys, you're going to think everything's just evil and you're going to just stay stuck here. This is my point. So it's short-sighted to default the word entity as evil or negative. And I would be more worried about humans being a threat, and the dark occultists, the soulless interdimensional puppeteers of the demiurge realm. I would be more worried about them and them masking around as humans. It's way more of a threat in my reality, okay, humans and these people, than entities found in nature. I will definitely say that. And there is a lack of connection to one's soul consciousness and spirit that keeps people wandering aimlessly in the underworld. So the underworld, according to the shamanic tradition, is the ordinary realm, the physical 3D reality. So if you only project your reality from this dimension, from the third dimensional underworld realm, you will be extremely limited and unable to conceptualize who you truly are and what lies beneath this plane of existence. So basically, you won't be able to see behind the veil. You will just think you know what's there. And I'm fully aware that the majority of humans are within the confines of the matrix control. And these spaces for sure are going to have extremely polluted astral layers. So when you are beginning to open your third eye and you're starting to see what's really running the reality here, you're going to get freaked out if you're not pushing through and continuing to expand your consciousness. You won't be able to see past that first layer, behind the scenes, pretty much that first layer, beyond the archon encrypted reality. So you'll just be thinking everything else is negative, and that's a trap. I will flat out say that is a trap, and a lot of people in the truth community get stuck there, and then they just think everything is just evil, and they don't really ever take the full role as the magician, as a sorceress. Even if I say these words, that's going to trigger some people. They don't take control of their true infinite potential. So another thing you should be taking into consideration, if your psychic abilities, if your third eye has been opening and you see these negative entities, okay, you need to ask yourselves, what are they? Are they your own attachments? Are they soul contracts you haven't banished? Right? Are you projecting some of this yourself? It's going to be a combination. It's not just going to be externally is the negative. You have darkness within you as well. And so the shaman, the magician, practices animism daily and cleanses themselves daily. So are you practicing astral and energetic hygiene daily? I would be asking that. I would go and be a little bit more logical there and start and ask yourself that, because if you're not, this is why you are perceiving the multi-layered, multi-dimensional realities in front of you this way. Okay? The shaman has to practice energetic hygiene every day. This is something we do every day without a doubt. We don't skip a beat, because we understand the layers contained within this reality are not all clean. But that does not mean that just because something is an entity, it is evil. This is where they want to keep you, you see? So this is what doing the work truly means. It's not to lose your sight, your gaze, your inner eye, and restoring your soul essence in connection with spirit. So when you have this type of flow in your life, chi flow, prana, life force, whatever you want to call it, you recognize it. You recognize it everywhere else, not just in people. This is the true expansion of your consciousness. Recognizing the divine intelligence within the organic realm beyond the archon encrypted reality. There is a big difference. It's no longer being a sleeper in their show. It's awakening and coexisting and co-orchestrating and co-creating with the divine intelligence found within Gaia. So I want to also make clear, I am not endorsing you to speak to spirits or entities. I myself don't make pacts, I don't rely, I don't summon with these types of beings, any of them. I may have relationships with benevolent ones, but that's because that's something that just happens very naturally. It's not something that I have to go and dig out some sort of long spell that has been done by thousands of others before. I'm not waiting for certain particular events astrologically. It's just something that happens when you're able to see through your third eye and when nature communicates with you. It just happens naturally. But it's important to know, and I think this is why people get often afraid of the word entity, that your field is able to be seen by entities, whether you're aware of it or not. So through your energetic resonance, they perceive vibration, and entities can be sensitive to vibration, and they interpret the vibration as information. So this perception could provide insight to your emotional state, your intentions, and your overall consciousness, which is why when the sentience in nature, and if you don't think nature sentient, then you need to shut this video off and go do you. But the sentience found in nature is able to decode your intentions, your emotions, and your level of consciousness through reading your aura and your energy signature. So that's how entities and the sentience in nature perceives a person, and that can freak some people out because unfortunately in that type of situation, the energy around them is more conscious than them, and that freaks people out. And so I want to clarify that. And another topic to really consider reflecting on is, where are you getting your information? How are you decoding the realm around you and what the realm is and what you are and who you truly are? Okay, is it only from YouTubers or Instagrammers? And are you dedicating your life to spiritual liberation? Because don't get stuck on the other trap that's happening a lot, is where you just get stuck on a couple YouTube channels and, you preach on, but where is your inner exploration? How far have you gone? I talk a lot about building in the astral realms. I talk a lot about mapping out the astral realms around you so that you can have some sort of actual insight and knowing of what's there around you, besides just a physical 3D and besides just your black mirror and the information being transmitted from there. There has to be way more exploration than just that. So if you've been joining courses, retreats, and classes, but still not having your own shamanic journeys, and you still don't have like your go-to elemental allies and the dimensions you visit, to me, that would be far more scary, never leaving the confines of the matrix cell and just taking advice from a modern person and not exploring on your own what really lies behind the many veils that pollute the realm. And so that's why I teach, sacred animism, and I bring that information out because I feel like it is the most it's the cleanest place to begin that type of exploration. So I wanted to clear that up, and that also goes hand in hand with the plant allies. So plant allies can be an entheogenic, it can be something psychedelic like ayahuasca, or it can be something like mugwort. Okay, these are plant allies, and they're only allies when you have a relationship with them. So that would be entailing you to understand the energetic signature of a plant in its many forms, whether you're planting, harvesting, extracting, brewing, cooking with these types of entities, because they hold a universal energetic signature depending on how they're used. And so that's something very consistent that you can rely on, which is why I had a whole lecture on this subject. So I hope that clears the advice on if you've been wondering, are entities evil? Are they all bad? How do I know? And all of this, that's getting stuck in the fear-based, okay? Again, I don't endorse you summoning anything. I don't endorse you making pacts. I don't endorse any sort of sacrifice, nothing like that. There is a big difference, and people need to stop getting stuck on saying everything is evil, because it's going to keep you extremely short-sighted, and it's going to keep you within the confines of the matrix. So thank you for listening. I'm going to have a video coming up very soon, another lecture style on Wetiko versus soul loss versus the reptilian complex. So that's coming up soon. Looking forward to that. And check out the links in my description. I just released my brand new soul empowerment 8-week guidance to soul empowerment. And yeah, check out the details there. I'm so excited to really come out with this, because I know this is what everyone's that has been coming to me. It's something that I've crafted for you guys. And so if you resonate with the channel and you're wanting some sort of empowerment right now, so that you can either get your exit plan, so that you can really move forward and embody these teachings, that's what it's there for. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys soon.